Welcome back, everyone, to Skate 2. I'm Insetic. With me again is Blank Tester.
Hey kids, how's it going?
Matt Rocks 101.
Hey, I'm Matt.
And Turo.
Welcome back to Mad Dash Racing.
Alright, so at the end of the first part, we completed our tape at the school with Retta filming us, and we basically got access to, well, the rest of the city to be able to start any of the paths. Start the first Thrasher mission or Skateboard Bank mission, or go over and do some contests, do some death racing. In this part, we're going to be doing the first block of career stuff for Thrasher and Skateboard Bank, as well as, exploring the city, seeing what it's like in the new San Vanelona. Because I think quite a bit has changed. But yeah, Thrasher's just over here, close to where we were, so this is where we're going to start.
Oh, I love this song.
With a little more loading than I remember.
Sorry, this is a private party.
Oh, the vertical vampire. What up, Nav?
Should have known. San Van's favorite filmer, Retta. You got that money you owe me or what?
Come on, Nav. You know I gave you that lava lamp. We're even, baby.
Sorry, son. This is private sesh.
Yo, what's going on in there, man? Let us in.
Go find me some pools to ride, and I'll let you ride this one.
Wow.
So yeah, even though it looks like, at the very start, they already gave me these indicators and these things all across the city, like, all of these locations and landmarks and such, there's still more to discover. Like, there are no pools that we found yet. We gotta go find them, and they'll be indicated by, well, bright blue pool-looking icons. Actually, most of them are in this area, but there's a specific 3 that I want to go find, because again, part of this is showing off the game world,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of, new areas, but there are some recognizable areas, like, Blank Tester. Just from what you saw from my Skate 1 videos, where the res was in the middle and then Old Town and Downtown were below those. I want to see kind of what you pick up on, like, hey, here was a spot in Skate 1, and, we're kind of in the res right now.
Yeah, I kind of remember there was this windy road, it kind of goes down. I don't know.
There will be a quiz.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And you will be graded.
I'll be grading you personally.
It's kind of...
You're being graded on a curve, too, I'd like to
Please
say.
don't degrade me.
Oh, we will degrade
We're not degrading you, we're just grading.
I will be.
Oh, shit!
Now you're dead.
Hey!
Damn, I took a
time.
huge slam, and that Thrasher thing in the corner went red. So yeah, we're about to get a tutorial. I was actually trying to do that off the ramp, that's why I crashed into the middle of the street, but yeah. So in the first game, you just broke some bones, but here, they've really expanded kind of the crashing.
Hey, check it out. Since you've been gone, wipeouts got way gnarlier, dude. Basically, you can bail whenever you want. And while you're bailing, you can control your body in the air. It's actually kind of insane. This time I'm going to score you on your bails. 2 ways to get points on your bails. One is body damage. You rack your head, your arm, your leg, your chest, your body, whatever. The more you rack yourself, the more points you get. The other way is bail bonuses. It depends how fast you're going, how far you went, how crazy it was, how gnarly it was. Dude, it's fun. Rack yourself. So if you're into gore and all that stuff, go check out Slappy's blog and go to the Annals of Meat. Whatever the hell that means, I don't know. If you're really hard up for cash and you're a bad skater, Thrasher pays good money for photos of slams and footage of slams. All of me, kid.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a lot more active of a ragdoll now than he was.
Oh, just like game. The ragdoll system?
Yeah, like the ragdoll's a lot more animated.
System in the
Anyway,
Skate
I
series.
interrupted you.
Yeah, so again, just like when your core gameplay was already that good back in Skate 1, you have the time to add a whole lot, across 2 years. And so they've really revamped, well, the whole, like, bailing and what you could do in bails.
Wow,
and
yeah.
So as that tutorial showed, you can, well, initiate a bail at any time by, clicking in both the triggers and both thumbsticks. And then you can go into different poses with the right stick or still do your hand gestures, your style gestures with the D-pad. And yeah, like with the left stick, then you can kind of flip around or rotate around, and yeah, it can be a lot of fun. Though I will say, like with Thrasher giving you money, it is a little deceiving because it's not just like, oh, get a big bail and that will automatically, be more money or such. You saw that it did start some, lists of challenges.
Yeah.
And if you do a bail, even if you crash around a lot, you get a ton of points. If that bail doesn't satisfy any of the 4 challenges you're currently on, you won't get any money. I mean, it'll still be a big bail that like goes into a little slow-mo, I think, and it's still fun to watch, but if you're trying to get money, you have to sometimes like really deliberately think and get creative on passing whatever challenge you're specifically on.
They straight up are like it's a challenge path in a way. It's sort of like an out of the way challenge path, but it is like pretty much a de facto challenge path.
Yeah.
So does that mean there's a finite amount of money you can get from Thrasher?
Actually, the final challenges of each tier you can repeat.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, once like 15 out of 15 in one of those 4 is, do 30,000 points of body damage or whatever.
Oh, that's good.
You can do a bail and do 30,000 points and get that.
Ooh.
Actually, I remember it's 24,000 and 30.
You'll know when you've passed one of the challenges you're on when you're bailing and the icon in the bottom left turns red.
Guys, yeah.
So you asked me before we were recording this, you asked me if I had any videos of Skate 2, and the only ones I recorded were bail montages, and the only reason I didn't show them is because my camera did not pick up my TV correctly, but I didn't have any cool tricks montages of Skate 2, just bail ones.
I still want to see them.
Yeah,
okay.
of course we will.
Because
I think
like,
one of them is
mean,
muted entirely.
It is an innate human want to get the biggest, most painful-looking, highest-scoring bail you can.
Oh my god, yes.
I
was
so
the
many
big
where I
selling
would just
feature.
number
jump
go
off
up.
a cliff. Yeah.
Okay, so then after finding that second pool, like, we were in the res, that's where the old skate shop was supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
And like now, the bottom of it heads straight into the skate park. This is called the Boneyard. It's pretty cool. But
I forgot the song was in this game.
I mean, just completely radical changes.
So you saw those buildings? Oh no, God.
Well, this game isn't going to say it, but the in-universe reason for why so much has changed is that there were like huge earthquakes that devastated the city.
Yeah. And they were covered in Skate It.
So I was gonna say those building facades that hadn't fallen away. If you see that in real life, usually what that means is there was either a fire or an earthquake that destroyed the buildings, but those were such old buildings that the internals of the buildings were built out of like wood, but the exterior would have been made out of like brick, and so it would stay up while the wooden parts would just shatter.
Oh, I love this section right here. This is fun.
And so you end up with these facades that look really cool.
Oh,
That's how you end up with the game facade.
And so, like, speaking of, well, kind of older buildings and such, that tunnel, I know, in a way, if you don't know how the city looks, it looks like, where the hell am I going, taking a roundabout path, but that tunnel actually will get you over to the old town.
Oh, shit.
I wanted to show the old town, not... Basically, imagine you were on the west side of the res, and back in Skate 1, you went straight from res to downtown.
Yeah.
And yes, there are several other brand new areas of this game, which we'll get to in another video or so.
Old Town,
you could sketch.
Old Town.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
For as much as Skate 2 finally lays out some of the things that were like in Skate 1, but maybe they didn't tell you, there are still more things they added that they really don't tell you about. Like sketching.
Yeah.
I discovered sketching was in this game when I saw an AI do it. There's no tutorial for it, and that is not in the trick list in the pause menu.
But isn't that exactly the experience of being a skater and seeing someone else do something really fucking sick, and you go, I can do that?
It's like, holy shit, I'm also skateboarder. That
is consistency between the simulated experience and the real thing. That's really cool.
But yeah, so
Diegetic
that was City Hall. We kind of stepped in that courtyard, but it didn't seem to be a good spot. There were kind of that yellow and black, caution thing flashing around my mini-map.
I think I remember this area
going
too.
into Old Town, and Turo said this, not in a video, but just to us in a call for Skate 1, but, what influences San Vanelona is Barcelona. And Barcelona's the influence, I guess, for Old Town, and they really emphasize that here. This looks a lot more, like, European than it did in Skate 1.
Yeah, like, this is allegedly a town in North America.
Yeah, this doesn't look like any...
This really colorful buildings really packed close to each other.
I hear that Barcelona is a very popular skate spot. Like, unironically.
Yes, it is.
Like, people... I hear that Barcelona is a very popular skate spot, and Spain has
a beautiful city.
A lot of beautiful skate spots in it a Western Americans go pilgrimage to sometimes.
Also, just really quickly, just because I want to get this out of the way, San Vanelona, if you didn't know, was a portmanteau of San Francisco, Vancouver, and Barcelona, which were the three main inspirations for this game.
I did not know that.
That makes sense.
I'm guessing the res is San Francisco. Is downtown Vancouver?
Yes. Yeah. Which is also a pretty hot skate spot and where Black Box are situated.
Huh. Okay. Oh. I didn't know they were Canadian.
Yeah. Are you going to take the left here? Are you going to take the left? Please tell me you take the left.
Yeah, I'm going to look out the left.
Bail off it.
You got to jump. You got to jump. You got to jump. You know you got to jump.
I'm not going to bail. Sorry, guys.
You bastard. You're supposed to bail off that.
Just there. A cool little look at the city, downtown area. Yeah, I wanted to take this path, one, to again show, like, Old Town as well, but two, like, the southern part of the map has completely changed.
It is all different. Although, maybe the downtown area would be the most affected by massive earthquakes and tornadoes. So.
Yeah, but there's, like, this whole big lighthouse park, and then I'll continue riding on the southern part, and we'll just see that it's, totally different. But let's get down there. Oh my god, watch out for the steps! Oh my god!
Oh god, oh fuck, oh man, oh god, oh man!
Oh god, oh.
Like, see, I know I broke some bones. I kinda do want to see how bad I mangled my guy, but since I didn't pass any of the challenges I'm on, it's not gonna give me that screen.
No analysis.
I will give a small asterisk to that. I think it tracks your top 10 biggest bails, and past a certain threshold, like 20,000 points or something, and it does keep track of those, and if you do get, like, a new top 10 biggest bail, then it will, like, show you that as well.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah.
I had a question. So if you have the version you had the replay editor DLC in it, right?
I really actually haven't messed with replays.
Oh, I was gonna say, what'd you think of the revamped? It's DLC. I don't remember if it's DLC in Skate 3 as well, but it's DLC in Skate 2.
There is a different Filmer Pack DLC in Skate 3, but yeah, basically
this film DLC was absolutely game changing. You'll see from when I show you the bail video I did. In Sedec, you'll see, like, just the kind of insane shit you could do with that.
Yeah.
And for everyone, like me and everybody else in the, trick video
world,
space, like, it was a dream come true. And every other, like, skating sim game that's come out has had a replica of Skate 2's skate editor.
Yeah, well, I would say, like, Sessions is a little better, thankfully, due to it being, like, 10 years later, but, like,
But I mean, they're all pretty much just a version of this one.
So, like, what Matt's gonna, just for people who don't know, like Bob. And I'm not, again, I don't really do a lot of replays and such, but basically, like a DLC that really gave you a much better camera, and you can, like, keyframe to be certain parts in, in the world so you can get the exact kind of film shots you want.
Although I will say, even the base replay editor in this game is a little better than it was in Skate 1.
This one has tripod cameras.
This one has a tripod camera and also a follow camera where you can change the angle, like, yourself manually, 360 degrees in all directions, which you couldn't even do that in Skate 1. It was 5 preset camera angles.
Yep.
And that was
That's why Skate 1 doesn't look as good, a lot of the replays.
Yeah, in replay editor stuff. But yeah, hey, what's this?
So again, across the kind of southern part of the map, there's this entire just sort of nautical themed area. A skate park on one side, but then just large kind of plazas and buildings and such where it's, again, this sort of nautical theme, a ship kind of thing here, and then you could continue on and there's more, own the spots to find or stuff to shred. as well. I mean, you could just see, like, we're way down there at our position.
Wow,
but
yeah.
then one of the 7 pools is
down there.
really out of the way, is down here. You know,
All of the other
6
6 pools are within like a 1-minute skate of each other, and then that last pool is right there. I will not tell you how fucking frustrating that was the first time.
I never even
had to
knew
find
that.
out.
Huh.
I will say, though, that, like, on the map, sure, the map in Skate 1, like, the streets and such on the map were kind of estimates. You know, sometimes they didn't line up, but the map in Skate 2, for me, 1, you can't zoom in anymore. But 2 is, like, really confusing on, like, where your character icon is compared to where you think it should be when you look at the map. Because you can recognize certain things. Like, you'll be able to recognize the Matrix Plaza downtown or whatever, and you'll be, like, on the road next to it, and you'll pause and you'll think, like, okay, my icon should be there, but then it'll be, like, way off to the left. So I do not know what the, like, orange routes in the map are supposed to really indicate. Just guidelines, but that does kind of suck when you're searching for a specific city block or something.
And you can't, like, look at the mini-map for details of what the surrounding area looks like either, because now there's nothing there but icons.
Well, hey, you can't be here. What are you doing? No,
And
you can't skate here. What's
It's
going on?
like, I don't know, it's so frustrating to me. I don't know why they had to change the mini-map to not have details on it anymore.
My guess would be that at some late date, they did not have an accurate mini-map drawing, and so they just turned it into a compass.
Like, I wonder, like,
this
like,
place.
were they not able
Yeah.
to do, like, a render or something?
The whole
Oh,
Matrix
yeah.
Plaza.
And they replaced the other part of the Matrix Plaza with that really weird fountain sculpture that is so fucking dope, and I love doing lines on it.
Yeah, so, like, the Matrix is a giant landmark that remained, and its whole area is skatable now and accessible all now, because now you could just go up the stairs to the upper part.
Yay!
You don't have to platform your way up
Yeah,
there.
but again, like, looking up at the map, you know, especially downtown, you'll see giant areas that are kind of have that same diagonal sort of, God, what's it called? Not a hash marking, but sort of diagonal filler, and that's going to be the no skate zones, sort of.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
But also downtown has the, you know, the first set of skateboard mag challenges, so.
Plaza du Mongo.
Yeah.
It's Dumunga.
Yeah.
Sorry to
Mongo
anyone
Court.
French here.
It's fine.
Come on, dude. Just give him one more try. I promise he's gonna land.
Look, how many one mores does he need? You're over. You're done.
Yo, dude, calm down, man. All I need is one more try.
Look, don't call me dude, okay? You're endangering yourselves, you're endangering others, and you're damaging property. That's enough. You're done.
Dude, how much money you make an hour? Come on, Terry. Just pay the man.
I told you, don't call me dude. Do not test me, son.
Dude, I'm not trying to call you dude, but dude, step to the side and let me land this.
That sucks. We gotta get out of here now.
And then you pull out a gun and you shoot this
I
fool.
want to do an article exposing how harsh
Right? That's how the game goes?
That's how the game goes.
That's what you went to jail for. Ha 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 ha. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
last time.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you do it anyways.
Yeah.
Well, that's a different
Owned,
rant, but-
owned. First try.
Owned.
Yeah, that's actually you owning the police officer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
Someone's
little
just gonna look at this
skank
photo and he's gonna
bitch.
be like, fuck!
I mean, the sequences do look pretty cool.
Yeah, fully flared. Oh, I love that video. That what a great reference to the skateboarding video game to make.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so you skate too long in one of these, you know, no access areas, and the camera pulls back even further, and it's supposed to be kind of the same thing as it was in Skate 1, like you're getting chased. The AI is usually less blind. Here in this example, they decided to still be blind
He missed.
and then run into each other. Like,
It's a comedy. It's an
genuinely,
actual sketch comedy.
I was trying to show, like, how much better they are, and then they just dropped a dookie.
Didn't.
Oh yeah, won't
Yeah.
cops bust you out in the open if you bump into people? If I remember
So-
correctly.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna show it in this one. You know, I didn't want to try and orchestrate too much stuff. But yeah, if you skate in one area long enough to get, you know, those security officers to chase you, and you just because you leave the vicinity doesn't mean that you're free. You know, they'll chase after you into the street and keep chasing you. I think kind of based on like how long you were in there or such. But you do need to keep running. You know, you'll see freedom when you're completely free. But yeah.
Yo, Atibo, what's up?
Hey, what up?
Yo, what's cracking with this spot?
Spot is hot, dude. No lie, so I called him back up.
Hey, what's going down, Chiba?
Ooh, you definitely did call him back up, huh?
Hey, man, don't worry about it, man. I'm gonna lock this place down for you. First one's free, but next time, I gotta charge you guys. I got insatiable appetite and I gotta eat. Let's do work.
So Big Black is back, and he'll basically act as, counter security for you, which is sort of what he got his start doing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was,
before the TV shows and such. But and I'm gonna try and show it off in here. But since this is like an introduction mission to the concept, again, the guards are gonna be like really not that many guards and be pretty dumb. But basically, if you've hired Big Black and he's working for you, and you go into one of these areas, you cannot be caught by the security guards. Like, even if Big Black is not, personally knocking one of them down, the other ones will, run up to you and then just stop. Like, they'll never hit you and knock you out,
Oh, I did not know that.
So him taking them down is kind of more of a visual effect.
It's more of a visual thing.
Okay.
I remember when my very first playthrough of this game, back when I was 10, this challenge was really hard for me for some reason.
I mean, even with the high camera, I can't set this up
and
for some reason.
Again, this one doesn't fail you entirely if you bail. This one just puts you back where you go.
It
seems so strange how they handle
I know
that.
most of the times when it fails you entirely is for video challenges where it's like you're trying to film an entire line and if you mess up
interesting.
I caught Big Black knocking him down in the background.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was totally trying to do though. Yeah, so it wasn't as good a representation with literally only one guard. But again, if you hire him, though it is $500 to hire him instead of 100 or 200 to get the other services. He'll chill with you for 5 minutes. I don't want to hire him right now because genuinely I'm cash strapped. That's only an issue at the start of the game, but $500 would be a lot of what I have.
Nice.
But yeah,
I'm be real with you. I never used him ever. Outside of the required times you have to use them, I've never ever used them.
Yeah. So it's there are these things to simulate taking the world back, and also that it is tougher to skateboard or such. With Mongo Corp everywhere and such. And I guess I'm glad overall that they didn't make it more of a focus. At a certain point, it would be too much.
If this game had a genuine GTA heat system, that'd be a bit extreme.
Yeah, overall, you can kind of ignore most of this stuff. Just starting out, there is a lot of skatable areas. Sometimes you'll have to uncap stuff because a specific challenge happens at a specific place that's capped. But for the challenges and such, whenever there needs to be something like Big Black or whatever, he'll be there for free as part of it. So it's you do have to deal with some of this stuff, but it's not a huge component. And again, I'm glad it's not an extreme component, but I don't really know if I'd want more of that or not to feel like I'm making a bigger difference or have to consider certain things if I want to free skate somewhere,
Yeah, I mean,
good news, you'll never have to consider it ever again. It doesn't come back.
On the surface, imagine if this game had a genuine GTA heat system. Sounds sort of cool, but in practice, I bet that would
be miserable.
God,
that'd be annoying.
And this doesn't come back in Skate 3, so.
Yeah.
I mean, the reason why a GTA system, police system works in GTA is because you have lots of options to deal with the cops.
Yeah.
What can you really
even
do
just a lot of options
to
get away?
Yeah,
you just have your skateboarded feet.
You have your board at your feet, and you can't kill them. So
not with that attitude.
One other thing is that if you are trying to skate something and in a no skatable area and you get caught by Mongo Corp, they knock you down and you get busted or whatever, they will cap the rails nearby that you were trying to grind, and so you will have to call up Mike's uncapping again. So I guess
I never knew that.
I guess if you're trying to do something specific in a no skate area, and you don't want to spend $500 on Big Black or whatever, I guess you're kind of risking, like, oh, if you're not good enough to get what you want, you might keep getting busted and have to uncap and spend more money than if you just called him.
Mike, like, just leaves the area and then he gets another call on his phone. He's like, dude, what the fuck now?
I like how fast they were able to cap that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very quick.
But again, I'm not riding around to film and record my own little cool skate videos. I'm, sure, I'm free skating a bit, but I am kind of following the challenges. And again, a lot of the game is skatable,
just right off the bat.
If you wanted to play and record your own little, like, skate videos, you would just do that in the free skate thing.
Yeah.
Where you can remove the
Where you
pedestrians
can turn them
and
off.
shit. Yeah.
That's
and
true.
you wouldn't need to worry about it at all. Like, this is, mission-based mostly.
Later. Whoa! Later, Dennis.
Oh, Retta, they let you back here?
Hey, Michael, I should have known you'd be here.
Yeah, man, just trying to put together this pool article for Thrasher, but so far in San Van, all the pools have been blowouts.
Yeah, that seems to be the going theme around here nowadays. You remember this fine person right here, Skater of the Year back in the day?
Oh, yeah, no way, man. You guys should have been here earlier. We had a really good session going, but as you can see, they geeked it. But as long as you're here, maybe we should try to shoot something.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
I really love that face that Mike Burnett was giving you there.
Yeah, so, like, in Skate, as a series, kind of being more grounded and more about the actual skating culture or something. Yeah, you've got Atiba Jefferson, a real-life photographer with the Skateboard mag. But now here in this game, you've got Mike Burnett,
right, man,
which I didn't actually, look up or such, but I assume he's real as well, for Thrasher. Yeah, so
real.
Another real photographer.
I forget, does he own Thrasher? Or I'll look that up really quickly while you explain this challenge.
And I guess just also to cover various things, yeah, you're hearing and seeing Retta a lot more. So, like, when we talked in Skate 1 about, like, what? People didn't like Retta, so in Skate 3 they just took him out. I was thinking, like, he barely does anything. But no, in Skate 2, he's definitely a lot more central and such. Which I'd say is a good thing, because, again, your guy does not speak. So,
I was going to say, the reason that they didn't, people didn't
I'm
like
not
him
looking for an
he was
argument, but here
No, I was just saying, they didn't like him because he was in the story. People complained that he talked too much while you were riding around.
Yeah.
And he does talk more in Skate 2 than Skate 1, even when you are just free skating or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think, again, it's still not to a point where I'd want to kick him out.
Yeah, it really is weird how that was something that so many people took issue with. They had to remove him, because in retrospect, it really doesn't sound like it was that bad.
It's really not bad at all.
Yeah, also, I've come back from my Wikipedia deep dive. Michael Burnett is the photographer and also the main editor at large for Thrasher.
Right on.
Sweet.
What? The dude's out, you're skating a pool and you don't even call me?
Damn, Sammy, relax.
Hey, who's this broad?
I'm the person that made this place skateable, dipstick.
What do you mean you made it skateable? How did you make it skateable?
I started up this little side gig. I drained pools for a little cash and a chance to sesh.
Damn, really?
Yeah, show me something that needs draining and I'm there.
You want to get on the cover again? Keep shooting with Burnett?
Yeah, Sammy returns, and she'll be another contact to drain pools. You find some of the pools you found, and also fountains in Old Town, which I didn't find any in this, but yeah, there will be, like, fountains that are full of water, and you have to get someone to drain them. But you can call her and get those drained.
She's basically the only, like, required contact.
I was about to say, isn't she the only one that's, like, really required in this? I guess you have to uncap
Big Black is
stuff,
Big Black is automatically called for you in every mission that you need him, and Mikey, you quote unquote need him to do one of the bonus Rob Deerdeck missions, which you'll get to later. But
but for her, you need her to.
If you're a fucking square, you can do it without him. Because
you need her to drain stuff for missions. And there's only like a set amount of pools that need to be drained anyway, like 7 pools total that need to be drained anyway.
7 pools, 5 fountains, 12 total.
And unlike the caps, they don't get refilled up with water.
Yeah, which is strange. You'd think they would prioritize that more. in some cases.
I have to put the cap here to stop them from doing it.
They filled them once years ago, but like no one knows how to swim anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, do you see how dirty that water is? They're not refilling that.
I mean, like, if you ride off into the water, down at the waterfront or whatever, like, you ain't swimming. You're respawning.
No, you just die.
Yeah, you drown.
Watch.
Like
he drowned.
that. Also, I see why people don't swim anymore. That water is solid.
That's what I was saying. It's disgusting.
You collided with that water.
But yeah, I mean, part of this Thrasher thing is that you now need to go back to those pools and do, missions at some of them. I think you need to do
that explains
4 missions.
I was wondering what the symbols meant.
Yeah, that's the Thrasher.
That animation is burned into my head.
Yeah, the T is Thrasher.
No, I was wondering what the filled pool versus unfilled pool. That makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, you need to go to these pools anyway to do some Thrasher missions, so you kind of break even on the cash here. Like, call Sammy to drain the pool if you need to, and then you'll get money from passing the Thrasher mission. So just kind of do this now. You don't really need to worry about cash again. But these Thrasher missions are good at showing some of the new mechanics added. Like, now, while you're grinding, you can grab your board.
I thought you could do it in the first game, but I was wrong.
No, you couldn't. And it's just kind of a cool, neat little addition because, like, also as the game says, if you're just doing a basic grab in the air and you land on a rail, well, now you can land and grind while doing that basic grab. I wonder if maybe back at Skate 1, if you landed on a rail while grabbing, you just instantly crashed.
You did not, actually. He just stopped grabbing.
All right. Well, now, there's a few of the basic grinds, You can't obviously like land a Christ air into a grind, but if you're just holding one, the trigger's only just doing something basic, a little more synergy and some cool one-hand grabbing stuff.
And the reason I know that is because I used to do the coffin grind, which was like not a real grind you could do, but if you grinded, you did the grab onto the grind, and he just like wouldn't grind, and you could coffin, and he would get stuck on the rail and slide.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Down. It didn't bail you. You would just like slide on top of the rail, and it didn't count as a grind or anything.
I really love that loading tip of no offense to Mongo pushers, but
yeah. You just really need to take a step back and kind of just think about like, there's so many things and synergies in this series that like you didn't even need to do. Like, why could you grab your board while just riding back in Skate 1? Like, I could definitely see a bunch of execs going, like, you don't need to do that, so why put it in? But, like, they did that and they made it make sense so you could crouch and get lower and then work with that. And so also another major addition here is they've continued working with the sort of thing of A and X, or cross and square on PlayStation, being your 2 feet. So now, not only do you kind of push with those, but you could do one-footed airs and stuff with those. Grab the board with one of the triggers and then hit either A or X, and you'll, take your foot off based on which one you hit. So, a judo, if you know the trick judo, you grab the back of your board and then you kick your front foot off. So riding regular, that's LT and then X.
Yeah. Some of these are like just so like no-brainers that you forget that they were introduced in this game, and you just think they were always there. You know what I mean?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Like
that's what happens when you
like
make
grabbing while grinding. I forgot that wasn't in Skate 1. I forgot you could not do that in Skate 1.
As
and
said,
that guy left a comment on one of the videos who thought you could take your foot off in Skate 1 as well, and you can't.
As we said in the first video, this is what happens when you make just a really mechanically and technically competent first game, where you really don't have to go back and change much of the first game, and you can just add things. Sort of like the Tony Hawk, except your series doesn't go on for 7 games, and all of a sudden the things you're adding just don't work anymore. So.
Yeah. Are you telling me you don't want a car driving story section?
I don't want fucking parkour.
I'm sure you don't want car driving sections in Skate. I want that.
Yeah.
They better add that to compete with GTA, of course.
All right. Skate, but with guns. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. Now, I want the gun section next as well. Can we have a first-person shooter section?
So again, like, personally to me, I mean, yeah, it's all cool, and it's cool that they did more than just the basic, only hit the trigger and then only hit one of the 2 feet. They also went with like, okay, you have those, but then you can also do like a nose grab and do a couple specific other 1-footer stuff Or an airwalk, take both feet off. Or, tail grab and do that. But then that does sort of get to me about, oof, that is slightly more inputs than I am used to doing and can reliably do, except for when I have really big air, Because, to do a nose grab, you need to be in the air and then deliberately tilt the, board back with holding right stick down, then grab with your front hand, and based on your stance, that could be either trigger. And then with those, if you want a specific one-footer, you have to think, okay, what is my front foot now? Is it A or X? So again, unless I have big air and a half pipe or such, it is a few more inputs than I'm used to and can reliably do.
Why did you pick that?
I actually accidentally hit Y instead of hitting the trigger to go fight. I just default hit Y. But also inverts, hand plants are in this game, and not only, it's not just a basic invert. You can also, tweak with the right stick, or do a one-footer by, again, hitting A or X, or cross or square, or do a gymnast plant by, hitting both. There's so many options, And we haven't even gotten to stuff like finger flips or hippie jumps, stuff that'll be introduced in a little bit that are also new.
They really did double the moveset of this game.
That's great.
And it's just such little simple things that you would think were always there.
Sorry, that's Gris Skate.
I see.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Great skate, mate.
That.
I rate 8-8.
Don't cry. Instead, it just made a worse joke.
I
Don't
thought,
worry.
you know what?
It's
Here,
alright.
I'll give him a pity clap.
I also feel they made late flips a lot more responsive. So, they were a thing in Skate 1, but it felt very specific to do them. Whereas here again, it's the game knows what someone's going for. They have 2 years of player data where it's if you're in the air and then you push up and down really quick in the air, you're trying to do a late flip. So,
really quickly, since you just so happen to do it right there, I also want to point out, on the left side of the screen when you're doing tricks, it'll more accurately, it'll show you, the bonuses that you're getting.
Shit.
Remember how in Amped 1 they wouldn't show you the bonuses that you were getting, and then in Amped 2 they were like, hey, you did this trick, you stopped this trick. That sort of same thing happened here.
They're a lot better at saying, you tricked over someone or jumped over an object. But also, so as if everything they already did with one-footers wasn't enough, you could hold a one-footer and just do a foot plant on the ground. Now, you can't be going too fast. That's kind of how they balance it, If you're going too fast, you will crash. But, if you're just sitting there chilling, just jump, do your one-footer, and you'll just do a foot plant.
Yeah, and you can also do them on the ground, and that's how you do, bonelesses and stuff. Although you don't get as much air as you do in Tony Hawk, because, you know what, that was never realistic.
Yeah, you can be riding and, grab your board on the ground and then hit one of those foot buttons, and your guy will, push off the ground into the air with his foot.
Yeah. It's very useful. I liked it.
Yeah.
This is a very good game.
That was so cool.
I like this game, guys. I think this game's pretty good. What do you guys
I got a
think?
hot take for you guys. I think this is a well-made and enjoyable video game.
Well, you know what? You know what, Turo? You know what, you motherfucker? I think you're right.
I think you're right, and also I think Mad Dash Racing deserves a lot more credit.
Yeah, bitch. I'm here to agree with you.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what I fucking think about this? I think that you are 100% right.
Yeah, I'm gonna come to your fucking house and shake your hand.
I'm gonna nudge you into it because I agree with you.
That's still not good.
Yeah. All right. So we toured around the area, but again, there's still one or two major parts that I haven't shown off. But we advanced Thrasher and Skateboard mag line, and so next time we're gonna meet with some pros. See you there.
Peace.